Igwes is really a social commentary. It's a satire that explores the social consciousness conversations that is happening in Nigeria.
It's a sitcom. It's something for television, so we would see more dialogues and more comedy and more humor, something to keep the show running and alive.
There's two parts to MTI for me. There's the art part, and then there's the part that has to do with the agenda as to the kind of message we want to pass. But for the art part, it's been a long one for us because it started with the traditional part. That's what we wanted to do at first. So it was a full length as to doing a series and all of that to get.
What we're trying to do with Meet the Igwes is basically social commentary. Now we're using the Igwe family or the animated characters in the show to basically make a comment about one or two things happening in society in the way that we know how to.
I think Meet the Igwes has a lot of potential to be the next best thing.
I think we have an opportunity to really inform, educate, entertain, and truly enlighten people about the values of the African family, but more importantly, shape what could possibly be the outcome of a society, right? The social strata, the economic realities that people are having to grapple with. It's rich in culture, it's rich in social issues. It's just phenomenal. And Judah and the team, they are doing a super job in trying to make this happen.
When we first started this conversation, all we're trying to do was we're basically trying out mediums to see mediums that will basically pass out the message, right, and will help us get the work done faster and still maintain the idea of the art and all of that. So it's been a long one because we've tried different softwares, different approaches and everything, but I'm happy that right now we've found a reasonable space to actually push that is art-wise.
Meet the Igwes reminds me of my childhood. Something I can't resonate with. Just reminds me of how life used to be then, and I kind of miss that kind of lifestyle.
But it was essential we tell that story of Meet the Igwes because it still ties down into our environment and our modern day society that shows the class divide between those in the mainland and those in the island. So we tend to explore this world through the eyes of the character Julius Igwe. So Julius is the key character and from a family of a hardworking dad and a hardworking mom. He has a sister, Ada, and a baby brother, JJ. So think about family matters, think about shows that really made our childhood, and think about how it's going to play out in animation.
The show is entirely a metaphor for the society. We're just using it as a mirror into the society, and it make comments about several things that bother around social justice, about family, about values of integrity, of love, and it's comedy because the best way to actually make comments on all these things is to do it in a very funny way, in a way that people relate to. So it's comedy, but it's also a medium for us to speak about the things that we consider to be very important in family life, especially, and the society as a journey in Nigeria.
I mean, I've seen the assets, I've seen the characters, I've seen the recording, everything coming together to make what it definitely is going to be a very phenomenal film. And I'm really glad to be part of the entire process.
Finished the recording phase and we are neck deep into production, and so far so good. It stood out in amazing ways that so many shows, I don't want to call names, so many sitcoms that we know about didn't really touch on those things. It touched on those Nigerian elements or those African elements that we can really connect to, and also address some social issues as well.
It's a statement saying that we are not at the mercy of our economy and the hard things happening around us, and then that there can be perfection even in this part of the world, because there's a general conception that things coming from here can't be so detailed, can't be perfect. To get anything really this good, you have to go outside, and that shouldn't be the conversation.
Well, I think it's a smashing show. It's something I would really love to see if I wasn't even arts or animation inclined, because I feel it resonates with the people.
I think Meet the Igwes is fun. It's like the first of its kind in Nigeria. So I think we're the first studio, I think, to undertake something so grand, like a series that's family oriented with so many characters, so many secondary characters, so many locations and everything. So I feel like after everything's said and done, we're going to be really proud of what we create.